Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's a little chilly out there, isn't it? The seasons are changing and I love it. I love it when the seasons change every year. It just makes me feel all warm inside because I love this time when we start getting out our fall decorations and drinking apple cider and hot cocoa, and it's one of my favorite times of year. I love it. So I hope you've had a great day today. I actually have a little visitor for our Devo today. You see Bear? Then it's Bandit. Bandit! Bandit! Can you say hi? He says hi. Oh, here comes Bear. See, he heard his name. He heard his name. It's Bear. He wanted to say hi. Yeah, he wanted to be here too. Okay, guys. Today's going to be an awesome day. Now, I want you to remember something. Remember that Friday, we are having a movie night outside the church in the courtyard. And we don't know what time or movie yet, but just remember, Friday night is family movie night. And you're going to bring your lounge chairs and blankets, and you're going to do your best to stay with your family and not run around and mix with different families so that you can social distance. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, now I have a question for you. Yesterday, we talked about being a bucket filler. Remember? Did you work hard to fill buckets yesterday? Whose bucket did you fill? Did you fill your teacher's bucket? Did you fill Miss Allie's bucket? Miss Sydney's or Miss Sheila's bucket? Did you fill a friend's bucket? Did you fill Mr. Matt's bucket? Whose bucket did you fill yesterday? Anybody? Well, I had a bucket filled. Yeah, my bucket was filled yesterday, and I'm going to tell you what happened when my bucket was filled. When we were coming in the door, I got lots and lots of hugs from some Westview kiddos. I got a hug from Allison and from Amaya, and it just filled my bucket, made me so happy. And so, guys, we are working super duper hard to be bucket fillers. I want you to really, really, really think every day about I need to be a bucket filler, okay? And work hard. All right, now I want you to continue thinking about that, and we're going to talk a lot about that as we go. And today, you actually have a super awesome craft that you're going to do about being a bucket filler. So I hope that you enjoy yourself. Now, let's switch gears and let's go over to Ruth and Naomi. Now, yesterday, we kind of went back and remembered that at the beginning of this story, bad things happened. Remember? Their husbands had died and they were all alone. And back then, women were not as educated as they are today. And so if you didn't have a husband to take care of you, it was not a good thing. Because if you didn't have an education, it was really hard to get a job back then. And it was also really hard to just really know what to do because most women didn't know how to build a house. And most of the time, women didn't have a lot of money back then unless they were married. And their husbands, because their husbands were the ones that worked. Well, their husbands had died. And so they were all on their own. Now, we've been saying the memory verse. What should we say then? We've been saying that one. But there's more to that verse, and I'm going to read it to you. It goes like this. What can we say about all this? If God is on our side, can anyone be against us? God did not keep back his own son, but he gave him for us. If God did this, won't he freely give us everything else? And that comes from Romans 8, verse 31 through 32. Now, if you are honest, do you think that God is on your side? Or not? Lots of bad things happen, right? Bad things happen to Ruth and Naomi. Well, you might ask, well, if God is such an awesome God and he loves us, why does he let bad things happen? Well, did God create the bad things? who created the bad things? Satan. That's right. Satan created the bad things. But God is always on our side. God uses the bad and makes it into good. What happened in this story? Oh, they had bad happen. But at the end of the story, lots of good was happening. And God was the one who made that happen. God led them to Boaz. Boaz fell in love with Ruth, and they had a baby, and his name is Obed. And remember, later on in the family, who comes up? Jesus. That's right. So, guys, God is always going to use these bad things and turn them into good. God is the best friend that you'll ever have. And if you ever wonder if he really loves you and is on your side, just remember that he sent Jesus to save us. So there is bad, but can we get out of the bad? Absolutely. But what was the only way that we could be saved from the bad? If Jesus died on the cross for us. And God didn't have to do that. That was God's only son. Think about this for a minute. What if what if someone came up to your mom and dad's door and they said, well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but there is a lot of people that are going to die. And the only way that they're going to live is if you let your child die for them. Can you imagine what your mom and dad would say? What they would think? Well, my goodness, if I had a baby and someone came up to my door and said that, I'd probably say, I'm not giving my baby up. I don't even know those people. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing it. Well, God didn't do that. God said, I will send my son for you. And you know why? Because he loves us. He loves us. And so God is always on our side. And let's thank him every day for loving us enough to send Jesus. All right, you hear my dog? All right, let's switch gears here to our memory verse. Okay, we know this. We've been doing it now, so let's do it. Here we go. What should we say then? Since God is on our side, who can be against us? Romans 8, verse 31. All right, guys, very good. Now, let's remember the Fruits of the Spirit song. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I heard children down the hallway yesterday singing this song, and that is also something that filled my bucket. When I heard children singing that song down the hallway today, woo, filled my bucket so much. And I could hear Willie James's voice. Oh man, I could hear him, and I loved it. So I'd love to hear everybody's voice today. Okay, here we go. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a cherry. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a cherry. If you want to be a cherry, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, 'cause the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Let's do watermelon. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a watermelon. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a watermelon. If you want to be a watermelon, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, 'cause the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Very good. My dogs are singing it. You hear them? Hear my dogs singing it? Here, look, there they are. You see them? My dogs. They're singing. They're singing the fruits of the Spirit. Okay, now, let's continue in that song we were learning yesterday about do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Okay, so you learned the words. Now it's just, you have to say it a couple of times. So just remember, do to others as you would have them do to you. All right, let's try. Do to others as you would have them do to you. Do to others as you would have them do to you. Okay, so you say it 2 times. Let's try it again. Do to others as you would have them do to you. Do to others as you would have them do to you. Okay, so the next part goes, be kind and honest. Can you say that? Be kind and honest. And good and loving too. And good and loving too. Be kind and honest and good and loving too. Try that again. Be kind and honest and good and loving too. Okay, can you try the whole song with me? Okay. Do to others as you would have them do to you. Do to others as you would have them do to you. Be kind and honest and good and loving too. All right, very good. Okay, very good, guys. You guys are doing a great job. We will keep learning that. I'm really proud of you for trying hard. All right, let's end our devotional today with our rules. We're just going to go down the line and say them together. Okay, here we go. I want to hear you. Fill my bucket. Number 1, listen and follow directions the first time. Number 2, raise your hand and don't blurt out. 3, respect others with your words and don't use foul language. 4, keep your hands and your feet to yourself. Number 5, no cell phones, electronics, or toys in program. Number 6, respect the property. 7, no illegal drugs and no weapons. Number 8, remain seated facing the front and quiet on all buses and vans. Number 9, no kicking balls in the gym unless it's a dodgeball. Number 10, stay out of the ice machine. 11, hang up all backpacks and coats. 12, remain seated while eating snack. 13, delayed obedience is disobedience. And last but not least, number 14, keep your shoes on your feet at all times. All right, guys. They said it. It's time to go. It's going to be an awesome day. We're going to love it. And Joy should be here today. She didn't get to come last Tuesday, but she should be here today. It's going to be a lot of fun today. So, guys, remember that I love you, we love you, and God loves you. Have a great day.